Genesis chapter 21 verses 5, 8 through 20. He too is your offspring. When Sarah saw her son Isaac playing with Hagar's son Ishmael, she demanded that Abraham drive out that slave and her son. She didn't want Isaac to share any part of Abraham's inheritance with Ishmael. But Abraham loved both his sons. How could he turn his back on his own child? It must have been very hard for him to send Hagar and Ishmael into the barren desert with only bread and water. What chance would they have of surviving in such a harsh environment? God understood how upset Abraham was. So he reassured him. God himself would provide what Abraham did not. He would protect and take care of Hagar and Ishmael. Not only that, but God would make Ishmael the father of a great nation, since he too is your offspring. So Abraham remembered God's faithfulness and trusted that he would do what he had promised, even though he had no idea how he would do it. And that's exactly what God did. Today's first reading gives us another example of Abraham's trust in the Lord. Like the faith he showed when he pulled out the knife to sacrifice Isaac, Abraham believed God's promise about Ishmael and surrendered this beloved son, not knowing what the outcome would be. As St. Paul wrote, Abraham was fully convinced that what God had promised he was also able to do. That's a good definition of faith. Like Abraham, we can grow in our faith as we recall all the promises that God has already fulfilled and trust that he can bring good out of every situation. He promised to protect Hagar and Ishmael, and he did. He promised to rescue the Israelites from slavery, and he did. He promised to send a Messiah to save us, and he did. He promised eternal life to all who believe, and that's a promise you'll see fulfilled in heaven when you see Jesus face to face. What a wonderful God we have. He always fulfills his promises. Lord, I believe. When I have doubts, help me to remember what you have already done for me. Psalm 34 verses 7 through 8, 10 through 13. Matthew chapter 8 verses 28 through 34.